What's up, Jeremy? How you this morning? Hey, that's cool. I don't know how long I'll stay on anyway. It looks like it's getting kind of it's feeding kind of weird. Tolerable. About the same thing. Just about the same thing. Plenty of those days where I'm just tolerable. Know what you mean? These are big jig heads or quarter ounce. Tying these up just to fish a tournament on Truman Sunday. I believe that's all I want on that. I'm tie about 10 of them like this, UV resin coat them. It's a good way to save a little bit of money if you're trying to figure out how to save on materials and stuff right now is with that Chanel's body. $9.22 crappie barbecue. Oh, it's going pretty good. Tying a few jigs before I go to work. How are you today? I usually do this on TikTok in the morning. I'll do some on YouTube. Working on forklifts. Central Iowa watching. Morning, Kevin. How are you? I lived in Iowa for a little while. I lived in Eddyville, Iowa, right between Oskaloosa and Ottumwa. Anybody got any questions or comments or anything like that? Fire away. I'm just going to tie these up, try to knock these out. Like I said, we got a quarter ounce jig in the vise, jig head in the vise, pill head with resin coated eyes. We're going to be doing these with Chanel's bodies. I like the way these fish a lot more than the Chanel bodies. Usually when I tie them up for myself, they don't have Chanel on them. Put a little bit of flash right in the middle of them. Actually, we're going to flash them up pretty heavy. We're going to make them pretty flashy. You'll see that a lot with the jigs I use for myself. Usually quite a bit of flash I put in them. How good you get to see that. Not real impressed with the iPhone and its focus. Not as much as everybody said it was. How good it was, I'm not a big fan of it so far. Lyle Stokes, how's it going this morning? Hey, I seen y'all last night live. It wouldn't let me comment for some reason. Said something, I don't know what it was. We're gonna, well, let me talk. I was watching y'all for a little bit while I was on lunch. For like 3 or 4 minutes, I got time to watch. We went to Truman Sunday. See if it was true. All the blue cats were on the nest. Well, we got our butts handed to us trying to catch catfish Sunday. But I was wanting to check out the new trolling motor and dragging baits and all that stuff. To see how that was going to work out. Seeing if I had my setup down the way I needed to. We picked up a bunch of. We found the catfish on all the graphs. We couldn't. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for too. I think we might end up trying the river behind Truman Dam. But we picked them up, and I was actually, like I said, I was wanting to try to get that trolling motor and see how good it. Seeing if I had my setup right for dragging baits and all that stuff. So it seemed to work pretty good. I'm excited for it. Zach's pretty excited for it. Morning, James Dockery. There's the crappie killer. Well, I got the normal power guide, but then added the spot lock. I got a hold of Minn Kota, and you can change the head on the power drive trolling motor to put the iPilot and spot lock and all that on it. So we upgraded parts on trolling motor and ended up with iPilot on a Minn Kota. But I've been pretty impressed with it so far. Killed it. Let me yesterday. Sent a wild picture. I guess he doesn't like crappie because what he told me to do was. We got We got a tournament coming up Sunday on Truman. Just mean. Good morning, Tina Ladybug. I'd been working so much overtime, I'd completely almost ran out of jigs, so I don't think we're going to be working it this week, so I had to get myself caught back up. Fleming's Outdoor Venture. Well, thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Usually when I tie them up for myself, a lot of times I go heavy jig heads. I go 1/4 ounce. If I can get them to bite on 1/4 ounce, and we normally do, I don't go a whole lot smaller than that. I know it seems kind of weird, but a lot of times I'm trolling them or pushing them, and I'll let the X weight just kind of help hold everything straight down in the line. So we go pretty big jig heads when I tie mine. A lot of people think that's crazy fishing for crappie with 1/4 ounce jig head, but the way we fish, it works for us. I don't have live scope, so instead of hunting down fish with the live scope, we cover a lot of water, and we usually do it by trolling jig heads, and this helps get the weight to where I want it to get it down to the right depth to find out where the fish are at. Sometimes we find a big school of fish, we'll sometimes might swap off and go with a little bit lighter jigs, but not very often. With the moving boat, 1/4 ounce seems to hold us about where we need to be pretty good. Thank you, I appreciate that. I won't do a whole lot of fishing videos on this channel. I'll probably end up biting the bullet and starting a whole nother channel for that. Much as I really don't want to start a whole new channel and start over with all that again, but that's probably what we'll end up doing. Using that if you use UV resin, you got to be careful of that eye. The last place you want to be is out on the boat with just one of these left, and that eye's got UV resin in it. That's what it takes to get it cleaned back out. You got to heat something up and run it back through that eyelet, or you'll never get your line through it. It's like that one there. It don't look like it, but it's got UV resin in it. I need to get back to doing more YouTube videos. I don't think this is the last one I'm going to tie on here this morning. And that is it. That is all I'm doing this morning on here. I'm going to jump over and see what's going on TikTok and maybe do a video for here later.